Peace and blessing of God be upon you. I am Iman Ahmed Gouda from Omar El Farouk Institute for Girls. Today we are gonna to revise the past simple tense. We use the past tense to talk about something that happened once in the past. Something that happened once in the past. Like I say, I met my wife in 1983. Met. The past form for meet. Met. Here we put the verb in the past tense. We went to Spain for our holidays. Went. The past form for go. They got home very late last night. We also can use the past tense to talk about something that happened several times in the past. Several times in the past. Example, they always enjoyed visiting their friends. We swam a lot while we were on a holiday. When I was a boy, I walked a mile to school every day. When I was a boy, I walked a mile to school every day. We also use the past tense to talk about expression with ago. We often use expression with ago with the past tense. I met my wife a long time ago. Ago preceded with duration. A long time ago. 2 weeks ago, 10 years ago. Ago preceded with duration. The form for the past tense. Verbs divide into regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs like talked, walked, called. We add here ed at the end of the verb. Carried. Here we omit letter Y, then we add IED at the end of the verb. If the verb preceded with letter Y with consonant, we omit it then add IED. If the verb ends with letter Y, letter Y preceded with consonant, then here we will omit letter Y and add IED. Cried. Here also we omit letter Y and add IED. Studied. Okay. Another way for the form, the regular verbs. Played. Here we add ed without omit letter Y, because letter Y here preceded with vowel, not consonant. Vowel. Vowels are like letter A, E, O, U, I. So here We let letter Y and add ed. Stay, stayed, stay, stayed. Enjoy, enjoyed, enjoy, enjoyed. Another way for the verbs in the past tense, regular verbs. If the verb is consisted of consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, we repeated the last letters and we add ed. Like stop, stopped, stop, stopped, travel, traveled, and so on. Okay? There is another kind for the verbs with the past tense, irregular verbs. Irregular verbs. Like we change go to want, see, saw, sleep, slept, am or is, was, put, are, where, okay? That is irregular verbs. Keywords like yesterday, last, in the past, ago, once, in 2005, in plus all the years, in plus all the years. Like we say in 2004, 1998, and so on. So here we have two kinds for verbs with the past tense: regular verbs and irregular verbs. Here with regular verbs we make steps to answer our question, but with irregular verbs we should study them, keep them, go, went, see, saw, buy, bought, and so on. Negative sentences. Negative sentence with the past tense. We begin with subject, then didn't, then infinitive. He didn't climb the mountain yesterday. He didn't climb the mountain yesterday. Here we put didn't plus the verb in the infinitive. Climb, climb. She didn't buy a doll last week. She didn't buy a doll last week. Didn't buy, didn't buy. Here negative forms with the past tense. Questions. We have two kinds of questions: yes and no question, and WH words for questions, okay? Like this, okay? WH question, WH words, then these, then subjects, then infinitive, okay? Firstly, we will begin with yes and no questions. We should begin with did plus subject plus infinitive. Did plus subject plus infinitive. Example: did he climb the mountain yesterday? Did he climb the mountain yesterday? We began our question with did. That is here helping verb, then subject, then the base verb climb in the infinitive. Did he climb the mountain yesterday? So here we can answer with yes or no. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Next. WH question. WH words. We began our question with what, when, where, how, okay, why, and so on. WH words plus did plus subject plus infinitive. Don't forget to put the question mark at the end of the question. At the end of the questions. So here we have a question with WH words like, where did you go yesterday? Where did you go yesterday? I went to the zoo. To the zoo. Here we write the place where we went, okay? I went to the zoo. We put where. For we ask about the place. When did you go to the cinema? When did you go to the cinema? Here when we use it for speak about the time. The time we did this thing in it, okay? When did you go to the cinema? I went to the cinema yesterday. Yesterday. Our answer is yesterday. Don't forget that we put the verb in the past tense. Went, because here did, the helping verb is did, not do or does, okay? So we should know at the end of any question, we should put question mark, okay? We use with the past tense did, okay? Did, don't forget, did, not do or does. In the question, did plus the subject plus infinitive. If it is WH question, we begin with what or when and so on, okay? Verb to be in the past. Verb to be in the past. Verb to be in the past. Okay, we know verb to be in the present, like we say I am. That is something that express about something now. I am a teacher. Now I'm teacher. But when I was a child, I was baby, okay? I was a baby. Now I am a teacher, and so on. Okay? You are students. You were babies. In the past, okay? Don't forget that the past tense for am or is was. The past tense for are were. Okay? She was frightened of the cave. Was the past form for verb to be. Was. She was. We can say was or was. Both are correct. Okay? She was frightened of the cave. She wasn't frightened. Wasn't, that is the negative. Wasn't frightened of the cave. Here was followed with adjective. Okay, not verb. With it, we use the verb in the infinitive. She didn't play tennis, and so on. But here we say she was frightened of the cave. Okay. Don't forward with another verb. Okay. She wasn't negative. Was not frightened of the cave. The question, yes or no question here. Was she frightened of the cave? Was. Okay. Here there were. We took before there is and there are in the present. There is and there are in the present. But here there was and there were. There were camels in the desert. There were camels in the desert. The negative, there weren't any camels in the desert. There weren't any camels in the desert. Okay. That is also the negative, okay? Affirmative sentence like there were camels in the desert. Negative sentence, there weren't any camels in the desert. Question, yes and no question. Were there any camels in the desert? Were there any camels in the desert? Okay, we begin with where, then there. Where, there. The answer, yes, there were. No, there weren't. Yes, there were. No, there weren't. Girls, don't forget to study the irregular verbs. Like verb to be, am, is, changed to was, and are changed to were, go, went, buy, bought, drive, drove. You should study them, okay? Here, a short exercise about the past tense. Read and correct the underlined words. The weather is hot yesterday. Yesterday. Is it correct or wrong? Excellent. Is wrong. So here we change is to was. The weather was hot yesterday. Was hot yesterday. Okay. Number 2. We have a good time. We have a good time yesterday. Have mean here that we spend the same meaning here for have. We have a good time yesterday. We change have to the past tense. So the error here, have yesterday, so we say we had instead of we say have. Okay, we had a good time yesterday. Had. Number 3. Did you at home last night? That is wrong. That is wrong form for the question. Okay, here we say were you at home? Were you at home last night? Were you at home last night? Where? Where? The past form for are. The past form for are. Were you at home last night? Were you at home last night? Okay. Number 4. I wasn't travel by train last week. That is wrong or correct? Wrong, because here we have travel. What does travel? Form that is infinitive should preceded with didn't. I didn't travel. I didn't travel instead of wasn't. We say didn't. I didn't travel by train last week. Didn't travel. Didn't plus infinitive. Travel in the form of infinitive. Okay? It should preceded with didn't, not wasn't. The last sentence in the correction. They buy a new car last year. They buy a new car last year. Last year. So here we say they bought a new car. Okay, bought. How we write bought? B-O-U-G-H-T. G-H is silent. We write it, but we don't pronounce it. Okay, they bought a new car last year. Choose the correct answer. Where did you go or went or goes yesterday? Where did you go or went or goes? Excellent. Where did you go? Where did you go? Because we say the question begin with WH question, where, okay, or what or when and so on. Did, then did, we put did plus subject plus infinitive. Did plus subject plus infinitive. Where did you go? Yesterday. Where did you go? Yesterday. Okay. Number 2, do or does or did. You enjoy your last holiday. You enjoy your last holiday. Enjoy, enjoy. That is verb in the infinitive. Okay. Last holiday, last holiday, last holiday expresses something that happened in the past. Our keywords, don't forget to study them, okay? Last holiday, last week, last month, and so on, okay? Did. So here we will choose did. Did. Did you enjoy your last holiday? Did you enjoy your last holiday? Okay, number 3. We climb or climbed or climbs the mountain 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Like we say, the relation plus ago refer to the past tense, okay? We climb or climbed or climbs. Excellent. We climbed. We climbed. Why? Because we have 3 weeks ago refer to the past tense, okay? We climbed the mountain 3 weeks ago. Number 4. They don't or didn't or weren't travel by car. They walked. Traveled in the infinitive, so should preceded with what in the past? Didn't. Excellent. They didn't travel. They didn't travel by car. They didn't travel. They walked here, came here to refer to the past tense, okay? They didn't travel by car. They walked. Number 5, the last sentence. He wasn't or didn't or doesn't at home last night. Last night from our keywords, okay? Last night. Like we say last week, last month, and so on. We wasn't or didn't or doesn't at home. At home. Excellent. Here we will say he wasn't at home last night. Wasn't. He wasn't at home last night. He didn't stay at home last night. He didn't stay at home last night. He wasn't at home last night. Thanks for your listening. You, my girls. Thanks a lot.